Hey guys, it's V. This may not be the best idea to make a rambly video right before I go to bed, right after my insomnia medication. We'll call it Tokes and Tarot. And I don't know if I'm even going to upload it or put it up, but if it helps me get to sleep, I'll say what's on my mind. I just wanted to say a couple things. You know, I'm kind of a purist with the 78. I always talk about that. I'm glad that the way I went about it was each of the cards had to have a certain meaning. And yes, it evolves and grows as you evolve and grow, but there's a like a base camp for every card, and I had to know what that was. And then, you can just expand from that, but I'm dogmatic when it comes to meanings like that, and I am learning to use intuition more and to open up more, but I'm glad I had that base, right? Well, I'm like that with structure and meaning, but then when it comes to the tool itself, I like to think outside of the box. I think it's great to tear things apart so you can build it back up, just to basically bring you back to closer to the structure of the 78, how to use that tool better. So that's just the way I am. But I just wanted to share something that took me a long time to figure out. I think that the best way to really learn the cards, you have to start slinging the cards. You have to start reading for other people. You're going to see different combinations, be in different situations, and I know how intimidating that can be. It really is. And one of my biggest fears was that the cards just wouldn't make sense. That I'd be sitting there going, I have no idea. And you know what? That's happened. But here's the thing. This is the reason why I can't have a meaning be willy-nilly and whatever you want. Because some readings are so easy. You lay them up and it's like boom, boom, boom. You both know what it means. And that can be kind of boring. I tell you, some of the most important information is from the card that didn't make sense right away. Because to me, that's how tarot works. That's how my kind of reading, my professional kind of reading especially, that's how it works. It's when you don't know what that means, that's when the good stuff comes. Because now I don't pull clarifying cards like another card to see what it means. When that stumps me, we'll talk about it. And we may ask questions to help us clarify the situation. Like, okay, in regards to what could this be about? Let's ask some questions. The more specific, the better. And that's when the science and the psychology start meeting. And where the brain goes, where it connects, when it figures out what that means, that's usually one of the most important things of the reading, if not the cornerstone of the reading. So don't be afraid of not knowing what that card means when you put it down. And I've been honest. I've said I have no idea what that means. I'm telling you what the card means. I'm telling you what the context of it means and where it was in the spread and the question. But I don't know what that means. And sometimes that's because I don't have the information they have, because they go, yeah, I know what it means. And sometimes we figure it out together. That's why I like interactive readings and face-to-face readings. That's just the way I read. I don't know why, but when I was thinking of that, it made me think of, don't be afraid either of the people that don't give you anything. Now, I believe you get out what you put into it. I remember a tarot party, and there was a girl there. And I guess you could just say we're not fans of each other. There's not been a thing, but we just, but because of the circles, and here, they asked me to do the tarot party. So it was awesome. She sits down and she's just like I'm supposed to prove to her that I'm as awesome as they all say I am. Because, oh, they'd rave about me, and she's just like, and you know what? Her reading was meh. Yeah, it fit. It was appropriate. But, bitch, you get what you put into it, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to prove myself. The system, the whole process, that's going to prove it. I don't need to prove it to you. So, I can honestly say there's only one reading that totally tanked and went south, and it was with someone that I'm very close to. We were in a very intense situation, and I hadn't been reading for other people very often. There are people in her family who had had very bad experiences with tarot readers, and here I just told her I'd been doing tarot for years, you know. And it was that stinking Terra Nova deck that you get at Barnes and Noble. I hate that little deck just because of this. It's not its fault, but and then like the first card that comes out, it's the stinking death card. And she's like, and I, you know what, I just didn't even have the energy with everything that was going on. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just not doing it. And that is the only one. The only one. Other times when I thought it was tanking, it ended up being great. You know, so don't be afraid of that. Just throw the cards down any chance you get. You know, with friends, with family, take them to bars. If you set your cards out, people will be interested. I play a card game, you know, I play solitaire, and it was my husband that actually got me reading for strangers, and he loved to watch me read because he saw it for what it was way before I did. And I've always said it's Einstein and Jung, it's science and psychology, but the third part is us. It's what we do. It's craftsmanship and showmanship. It's the Penn and Teller part, and I say that with the utmost respect. I love them. They are so ethical and smart, and they have a message, and it's wonderful. And they also down tarot readers, but it just makes me want to read for them. And I'm like, no, but see what I do, you know? So anyway, that's it. I just felt like sharing, and I thought maybe I could go to sleep easier if I just got that off my chest. And maybe somebody just needed to hear that. Who knows? I hope you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. See ya.